Hello, I'm IBXToyCat and welcome back to another video. Today I have some really exciting Minecraft news to share with you all. First of all, regarding 1.8.7, the latest PC update which just came out, I'm going to be explaining what happened there. And second of all, regarding one of the most exciting features in 1.9 for the PC, which is of course dual wielding. This is, the feature to have two things in your hands at once. A lot of people have been speculating on exactly how this will work, but we have had it confirmed, and it's actually kind of, logical, and it makes a lot of sense. And I'd like to share it with you because this is of course a feature coming in the next big update for PC, which is coming out in a few months there, and then at some point later on the console. So very exciting stuff all round. Please do like the video if you do like it. It helps out the channel a lot and lets me know you do like it. And let's get straight into this, shall we? And let's just first of all talk about 1.8.7, which came out for the PC. Every time an update comes out for PC, people question me and they're like, oh, so what happened in this one? Did I just miss all the features? But what actually happened here is this is actually just a bug fix for 1.8 on the PC. Here's like the release they made on the Mojang website. Here you can see we've released a new version of Minecraft 1.8, 1.8.7, which is now available for download in your launcher. This release fixes a few reported security issues. So yeah, this is the 7th bug fix for 1.8, and it fixes some really minor stuff, so you can tell they're coming towards the end of 1.8's bug fixes, and it's just kind of a thing where if you're running 1.8 on any of the previous versions, you should update it just because they're tiny fixes that are worth having. So yeah, if you think it's ever bad on the consoles, where we sometimes get 3 or 4 bug fixes in between each update, this is the 7th bug fix for 1.8. I believe 1.7 had more than 10. Just something to throw out there and something worth saying. So update your game, that's always cool. But let's move on to the second, much more exciting piece of news that we have today, and that is to do with one of the biggest 1.9 features, which is dual wielding. So dual wielding is something that when it was announced, everyone went crazy for, whether it be good or bad, and we've been having problems kind of working out, how exactly it's going to work, but Dinnerbone did, clarify all of that today, and I figured I'd explain it to you now, because it did take me a while, but I will try and explain it to you. So the way I want dual wielding to work is that it uses the right-click action of your offhand item if your main hand item doesn't have its own. So next he says, for example, if you have a pickaxe in your main hand and a torch in your other hand, right-click places the torch. So if you have something that's using your left hand, then your right hand becomes available for your offhand slot. And even then, that's kind of confusing. So here are 3 screenshots he made to make it even easier. And this is the point where I started getting, I was like, so that makes sense. So here you can see in this first screenshot, right-click will throw the ender pearl because the sword doesn't have a use anymore. So yeah, when you right-click the sword or, left trigger it in the console, what will actually happen right now is you'll block it, but they're removing the blocking on the sword in 1.9. I don't know why it took me so long there, but yeah, they're replacing it with a shield so that the sword can't block anymore, which means that now there's nothing to do with the right click or the left click anymore, left trigger anymore off the sword, which means that if you are to do that, if you have something in your offhand, it will use that instead. In this case, the ender pearl, so you can throw that, and I think that means you can also place blocks. But anyway, yeah, let's show on the second screenshot here. He says right click will always try and place the torch, even if it's unable to. So even like if you replace then the sword with a torch, so you get rid of the sword and now you're using a torch, you can't use that offhand slot until you're using something which doesn't have a right click use anymore. So you can't have an ender pearl in both hands, you can't have torches in both hands, you can't do stuff like that, for instance. But what you can do is you can have, something in your offhand which you sometimes use if you have a sword. So there's a few cool uses for this one I can see, but finally, just in case it's still not clear, left click only swings my main hand. The offhand can't be used for attacking. So yeah, the main hand can be used for both attacking, left, clicking and right clicking it. But if it can't right click, then the offhand is used for the right click instead. And yeah, it's a really cool concept that means you can do a lot of really interesting things. For instance, if you have a sword, a pickaxe, an axe, anything that's mainly focusing as a hitting tool, that means that instead your offhand can be used for potions, it can be used for torches, it can be used for all this sort of stuff, and it means you don't have to go through a cave without being, defended from all the mobs. It means that if you're playing a PvP, you can have the potions ready to throw at people and still have your sword at the ready. There's a lot of really cool possibilities, and obviously this can't combine with bows because they are two-handed stuff. So yeah, there's a few two-handed things that won't allow for either of this, but so far what we see is really cool. I think honestly, even though we've seen this so many times, you can see in this image where it's like, okay, so there's 2 hands, a sword in each. There's no use to that, but there's going to be some intimidation use for it, and there's going to be a lot of cool combinations for this. I'm looking forward to it just to see, how often it comes up, because that offhand slot is a little bit tricky to use. It's not just hovering over something. You have to go to your inventory and specifically place it there. I want to see how that works out for the actual game itself. It's going to be exciting to see, but either way, please do like the video if you did like it, share it if you really liked it, and subscribe if you are new around here. I make videos like this every single day on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll see them daily on your homepage. I hope you enjoyed this news. I have a Q&A Saturday coming later about the next big update for Minecraft console, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.